Okay, it's my birthday. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. I think I received like 98% of my family and friends wishing me a happy birthday on Facebook. And a lot of it brought back memories. Dan? You mentioned something about Lantern Boys. You recall the, you remember Joe Perry? Lived over there on 14th Street, the other side of the railroad tracks. He had that tree house in the backyard. The guy living next door to him was a town drunk. And he was a fireman, but he was a town drunk. And a bunch of us guys were upstairs shooting poo. And it was winter, sleet and ice on all the sidewalks. And this guy slipped across the street, went unconscious. Well, the woman was screaming for help, and the police radioed in. I think Sam Sopp was working. And so they opened up the fire station doors and ran across the street. Town drunk was the first one there. You know, he looked at the guy and looked up at her and told her that he was dead. All the phone did was knock him out. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out for laughs, Dan. Because, yeah, I remember those times in 8th grade. A lot of fun. A lot of good memories. So, yeah. Were you one of the ones that caught upstairs where they used to lock up the lockers, and we used to skimmy over and look down in the girls' showers while they were taking their showers? I remember doing that. I remember almost getting caught too. But anyways, that was then, and this is now. So anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for giving me this birthday thing. And I'm going to put this on a note thing so you all can view it. And I'm also going to put my site for all my videos. I got about 90 of them on there now. And I've been told there's a few good ones. There's always a bad apple in every bunch. So, yeah. I like that old saying, you can please some of the people some of the time, most of the people most of the time, but you can't please all the people. Yeah, with me, the only person I have to please is myself. I'm not out for any pedestal. I refuse to be put on anybody's pedestal. Even though there's been a couple people in my life that has put me on their pedestal, I'm a nobody, and I want to remain that way. And you don't need popularity to be popular. You don't need millions of dollars to be rich. I consider myself the richest person in the world. I've got everything I need. Plus, I got everything I want. I got Wi-Fi. I got a computer. I got an LG V10. telephone. Got a real good friend over in Africa. Her and I talk to daily. Someday we're going to meet. She's got a tattoo on her foot. I'm not one for tattoos. I don't really like them, but I'm not going to go into it because I won't have a tattoo. There's enough scars on my body. I don't need a tattoo, just connect the dots. Anyway, that last thing about that gorilla being Islam and reading the Quran. Oh, that's funny. The video that I really like right now is those two girls doing the what do you call it? The Green Beret song, and they're doing a little bit of tap dancing. I think that is fantastic. When I get back on Facebook, I'll probably bring that up just to watch it again, because I love what the girls did to it. So anyways, well, my plans, I'll probably wait till 11 o'clock, 11:30, go to the casino, spend about 20 bucks, see what happens. And I like going over there about that time because there's less people. The machines I like to play are available. I go over there now. I won't be able to play any of the machines that I usually play. But I do it just for fun and get away from these four walls. You've seen my video I did yesterday dealing with what I'm contending here with. I ended up calling the police again today. But that's not my problem, that's their problem. Anyway, thank you guys, all my family, all my friends, especially those I grew up with. Got a lot of fine memories from high school. And I don't think I'd put hardly any of them on the computer. But one thing that really stands out, and I'm wearing one here, Mr. Pelcho. I believe it was year 1968. They told him he couldn't teach because of a beard. And we all demonstrated out on the sidewalk until they changed their mind and let him become a teacher. I never had him for a teacher, but I believe in the right of the individual. I don't care what you look like, you can be a teacher. You know, looks don't mean a thing. They don't mean a thing. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Beauty is only skin deep. You can have the most beautiful face in the world, and we've seen it in our own generation. You know, we've seen it in our own generation. And look at the individuals that they are, personally. You know, Marilyn Monroe, everybody's dream woman of the 60s. Couldn't handle it and killed herself. Cheryl Tiggs, Model of the Year, a couple years running. Everybody wanted to be Cheryl Tiggs. Yeah. The only time that she was happy was in front of the camera because of her beauty. I'm sorry, that's a pig. You know, I don't look at that. I look at what's inside of a person. how they treat others. You know, like the old golden rule, the one we were raised with. Do unto others as you expect others to do unto you. Not the one of today. The one of today is do unto others before I do to you. And I covered that in that one video I did about Sunday school that got me in a little bit of trouble for a couple of weeks. Would I do it again? Yes, I would. Would I say it again? Yes, I would. In a heartbeat. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's just like this government. I still believe Congress can do a better job and put this country back on rhythm if they'd open the doors to the vets and get rid of the trash that's in there. You know, I don't think Donald Trump would make a good president. I don't think, well, I know Hillary Clinton ain't going to make a good president. But the thing that really torques me off here is Obama. Going to Japan and apologizing for those 2 bombs. Now, I've stated before, previous videos, there should have been 3 or 4 more bombs all up and down Japan. Teach a lesson. Because I never saw Japan apologize for Pearl Harbor. I never saw Germany apologize to anybody, or Russia. You know, you make a stand. You know, wars are stupid, idiotic, but we're going to have them. So states the Bible. But in latter days, it's going to get worse. How much worse can it get than right now? This is only the tip of the iceberg. It's been tip of the iceberg for a few thousand years now, at least 2,000. It's only the tip of the iceberg. Let's add another 2,000 years to the technology that we have right now. We're going to be, there won't be any such thing as airplanes. We'll still have airports. You go to an airport, you get into a machine, you hit the computer, you're telepathically transplanted to wherever you want to go. You know, just like on Star Trek. Beam me up, Scotty. Sizzle, sizzle, bing, bing, you're here, instead of being here. I can see that happening in a couple thousand years. Telephones are going to be gone too. You want to talk to somebody? Right here. Yeah. I can see it. And that'll be after everybody gets their little chip underneath their skin. So the government can control. I can see that happening too. I believe it already started. Do I believe welfare should be drug tested? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How many times have I been drug tested? Yeah. Unreal. Unreal. But the people that make the most noise are the ones that do the most damage. History repeats itself. Just like my son and I. My son's got my grandfather, Chuck, as being the worst man in the world. I, on the other hand, have my own dad being the worst in the world, but my son doesn't. My son worships the ground that my dad walks on. And if I want to swallow my pride, I can say I worship the ground that my grandfather walked on. All we're doing is reliving each other's lives. And I think that deals with the majority of families. All families have dramas. There's not a family living that doesn't have drama. And I'm talking major drama. I'm not talking Mickey Mouse. I'm talking major dramas. And all families got the one king thing that keeps it together. My mom was that king thing in our family. She kept everything together. She kept everything rolling. She kept all the drama out of the picture. But she's not here now. So the drama's exploded. But that's the way it goes. And that's the way it goes in all families. So, let me put this on. Once again, thank you. And like I said, as soon as I get done with this, it'll be on my Facebook and it'll be on YouTube. And thank you all for a very memorial birthday. And I made it to 66. Watching the news as a teenager, the Vietnam death tolls, and we've already been told a few people in Elmira has already been killed over Vietnam. A couple people that I knew personally. I never figured I'd make it to the age of 25. I had no plans for the future, none. And I think that was a product of the 60s. And I think that if we all look at it, we all agree. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. and that's the way we lived through 67, 68, and 69. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, and where's the party? And if I'm wrong, let me know. Love you all, and thank you. I'm looking at 18 minutes exactly.